Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome to a new stream. Today we're gonna continue the Setup Cup and I'm really excited. It's been a while since I've streamed, I think. Like couple weeks? Well, definitely, yeah, I think 3 weeks ago. Does region matter? I think so, but I'm not sure. I think it does matter actually. But it should be open. I saw someone join actually at some point. Novax joined. I don't know if Novax is in the chat here, but at some point Novax joined, but also left. I will reopen the game then in that case. Maybe it's just not working for some reason. Let's see. We're starting with setup number 43 because this is a 9-player setup, and I figure we might not have the most players quite yet. Let me put on the music. And then, I don't know if the music is too loud. I'll put it like this. And then we'll go to the streaming scene. Okay. Yeah, so there's a bit, I don't know what it is, but I think it's the temperature, so that the connection is extra bad and the computer is extra slow. But there you go, I'm there. For some reason, it looks like my camera is a bit oversaturated. I don't know if that's my screen or you're joining on PC. Hello, Apto. Welcome in. Does region matters? Hello, Serdar. Welcome in as well. So it's up here as you can see. I need to spectate, of course. I can invite players though. Like if we need to, I will invite players. So, you should definitely look. If we're going to the settings, you definitely need language English to see this lobby. If you don't have English language in custom games, you won't see this lobby. Server regions Europe. I think that doesn't matter. I think you should still be able to see it, but it's just gonna be, yeah, you're gonna have worse connection probably to the game than me. Really, let me fix my webcam actually because it looks kind of ugly, honestly. Wait, no, that's not gonna help. I don't know what it is exactly. Saturation needs to be a bit less. Nah, that's not good either. I don't know what it really is, why it's so saturated. How many players do we have? There's no minimum level either, so yeah, you should be able to join no matter what your level is. Alright, so let me just start inviting players in this case. I think we don't have enough players quite yet to feel like large lobbies even. But even if this one is even gonna be a struggle, it's gonna be a tough day. I will tell you that. Although we don't have 25 player setups today, luckily. How many do we have? Oh. 9 players. Okay, we're full. Password for future games is gray. Let's get started. Alright. So, how is the connection, guys? Is it actually okay or is it trash? I don't know actually. It seems like dropped frames have like cooled down a bit, so that's bad. That's good. Oh yeah, I also need to write down, I need to make a form. Like I have to fill in the sheet as well, because otherwise I can't write down the ratings. If there's anyone who's not playing right now, we'll show you the roles. Random Armed Villager is Avenger, Forger, Marksman, Priest. Random Defensive Villager is Forger, Ghost Lady, Bitchy, or Trapper. And random regular villager is Avenger, Grave Robber, Preacher, Priest, or Sheriff. So I think Avenger and Priest can feature in 2 different slots. Okay, that was a Grave Robber, aka that's a random regular villager there. Hello, Gasaugus, how are you doing? Also, yeah, I would like to know, do you hear the music but not too loud? Like, is the volume okay? Like, I've not really done a volume test yet, so... Alright, so what are the claims going on here? So, this game is kind of like, okay, SK and Fool, well, they're gonna probably help each other a bit more here, because they're like the only evils. But Lurker is a potential evil too. So 2 claims Sheriff, that is Sheriff is definitely random villager. So Sheriff is an RV claim, along with 7 who is RV in this case. But 8 also claims RV, so 2 or 8 is already fake. 1 claims Avenger, but that could be armed villager. 5 claims Ghost Lady, that's and 4 claims Trapper, those are defensive villagers. There's a lot of RV claims. I think like everyone has claimed RV that's evil. How are you? I'm also doing fine. Oh, have you joined the game? I didn't even notice that you were in the game. Like, since you say thanks for the invite. Fool is in game, yes. Alright. I haven't lynched, but that's fine, because they have time, as they suggest. Whilst the night is going, I'm just quickly going to fill in this, to finish this table, so I can write down ratings. I think it's almost finished. There you go. So the other 3 setups today have 16 players. Oh, the SK killed the Fool. Okay, that's not good. What did 5 claim? Why was SK killing Fool here? What's 5? 5 claim? Oh no, yeah, that's 5. Ghost Lady. They claimed Ghost Lady and the SK attacked the Ghost Lady claim. That's so... Wow, that's kind of strange, but okay. Maybe they didn't see it was a Ghost Lady claim. Now they can actually just, like, lynch. Alright. One more day for Fortune to turn me, please. Oh, they want... Okay, one is claiming Lurker. I don't know, that's kind of lame strategy, but okay. One claims Lurker. Oh, they're going to... Yeah, I understand it. So 9 is probably SK here. Yeah, 9 is Priest, okay. Now we have a situation. If SK kills, like... Did SK... Yeah, SK killed Fool, so SK has killed in every night, so there's no Lurker SK yet. Yeah, why no water? Priest is in this setup ready to prevent being mislynched. That's why, like, the priest has like no normal function here because there's no werewolf, but the only reason why you have a priest in this setup is because it can prove itself by killing itself, and that makes sure that another villager or another evil hopefully can be lynched. That's why the priest is in this RAV/RRV section. One claims that they're attacking 4. One is switching the claims with Lurker and Avenger. I don't know what one is. One is definitely steering the game. Considering there's not really many people claiming RDV, Forger could be random defensive though, but nobody's really claiming this. Although, yeah, there's a Ritualist in the game, so that would suggest there is a Ritualist who is like RDV, and then we have either the Trapper or the Vortex and RDV as well. Okay, now they're going for one at least. I don't know what 5 is trying to say there, it's kinda censored. Okay, one was Lurker. So who is SK now? They're actually, I like that one has done a lot of plays here, kinda. They've kind of steered this in the wrong direction for the village. Okay. Okay, 4 might have been spelled. Subscribe to hypostein. Yeah, subscribe. Everyone leave a like if you're watching. Oh, 2 confirmed SK. Okay. Yeah, 2 has claimed Sheriff indeed. So that should be an RV. This is defensive villager. The Trapper is, or the Ritual is also the defensive villager. Priest is armed villager, along with someone else. A Forger could be all of these things, I think. No, not RV. I assume Forge is attacking is an armed villager along with the priest, and the defensive is Trapper and Ritualist. Okay, there's 4. Put spell on me. Well, too late. 2 said 1 or 9. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I missed that info. Alright, make sure to leave the rating. Rate the setup 1 to 10 out of 10. Okay, let's see what we get for the ratings. Chat, you also get to vote, of course. I'm gonna make a poll for you. +0, +1. +2 and +3. Hello Magic, how are you? How was the Isle of Man? It was beautiful, such a nice place. Thanks for asking. Oh, we have 2 Avengers. We have 2 Avengers, cool. Okay, what are ratings? Only 1 has given a rating, maybe? Oh, I think not, but that's the first one I see. Forgus is a 4. Anyone in the chat, everyone in the chat, please join the next couple games because we have 16 player games and it's gonna be hard to fill. 7 to 8 out of 10. That's not a real rating. 5 gives a 5. Seven gives a 5. 2 gives a 6. I can't I don't know. 9. Do you rate it 7 or 8? I don't know if 9 is still here, but 7, like 7 and then a dash 8, that's not like a fair rating. Seems really boring. You mean the setup? I mean, apparently this was the best 9-player setup according to the votes, but I don't know. Yeah, it kind of depends on how you look at what you call interesting and not. I mean, it's maybe a little like maybe something should have been replaced with a more evil thing. Like maybe the lurker could have been I don't know what would be better actually. Cupid or something. But then it gets really RNG for such a small lobby. If it's so harsh, but I don't want 9 players at the final, even though I voted 6 to be fair. I think the 9-player setups are better than 25-player setups, honestly, personally. But I don't want the 25-player setups in the finals because we're gonna struggle to fill them. And I don't know. Next week, no, not next week. In 2 weeks, I will be doing the second semi-final. And that one has 2 25-player setups, so yeah, that's gonna be super fun to try and fill. I didn't know if 7 or if 9 gave a rating again. If that actually was something. I'm just gonna write down 7-8. So I'm not looking forward to that because if we can't fill the lobbies, then yeah, they're gonna be eliminated by well, we're either gonna play with less players, but then they don't get a fair shot probably. Or we're going to eliminate them because they're too big and they didn't account for the fact that 25 players could be a struggle. Because that's kind of like, even though 9-player, you've like creatively less possibilities than 25 players. It is like it's at least it's easier to make it shine because you know the lobby is going to be filled. But if you take 25 players, you take a big risk. You have a lot of potential, but you take a big risk of the lobby not being filled / not being filled with only quality. Hello Nadil and 9 High, I also saw you in the game, of course. Let's move on to the next game, by the way. So let's see, 48. What is this setup again? Oh, this one is with instigators. Okay, yeah, I remember this setup from last stream, I think this was. Alright, game is up. Everyone can join. I'm gonna invite players in a minute as well. Also, hello Frame Tolly, how are you doing? I'm doing fine. And Mr. Dog, welcome in. I also saw Nadil already. The fool was really passive, yeah, true. I think that's why you killed the fool even, right? You thought that was... Or did you just not... Like, I kind of was surprised that you killed the Ghost Lady claim from 5. The password is grey, but it's also in the pinned comment. Let's see. I am a spectator, that's good. So at least we have 9 players already. What are we gonna give the bonus points? Plus 0 for setup 43. That was the last one we did. And now we're going to setup number 48. Is this oh, it looks like the lobby is bugged again. Yay, fun. So I know how to fix the bug now. There you go. Can I just like, I don't know. I'm gonna open Task Manager. Because what seems to be the issue is that Discord, the Discord overlay, for some reason it just does weird stuff to Wolvesville. That's the bug. Okay, we have a full lobby. Surprise. Good luck, have fun, don't forget to rate. Okay, let's see. I was saying that if Ghost Lady, then it looks like Lurker turned. Oh, yeah, fair. Like, he would just attack the Ghost Lady claim, and if they saved, then you would just say yeah, because no kill. Welcome in BF Chess. The password is in the pinned comment. It's gray. Look at doing. There you go. Alright. So, okay, let's look at this setup. So, a lot of dual rolls. Okay, no recruits have died. So now it's gonna be like, oh my god, like, there's only 4 true villagers, and 2 of them have just died. That's really not that good. Like, the four evils are all instead. The instigators are, yeah, well, the instigators, and then 4 of the 8 villagers are also recruits. So 4 villagers are not recruits, and 2 just died. That's like the worst start imaginable, even with these rolls as well. Yeah, village is basically lost now. Like, in a good scenario, they have a medium and a gunner on their side, and the recruits are auras and bodyguards. But in a bad scenario, we have like 2 bodyguards in the village, and they can, yeah, just tank some hits. Or even worse, it's probably 2 auras. Because, you know, it's like, at this point, okay, someone said something. Okay, we know we lost, yeah. At this point, the instigators should not, like, really worry about killing villagers, but just about killing each other. Okay, so Gunner killed an insti. I don't know what this Gunner is though. Like, we don't know if this is a recruit or not. What did they shoot for though? On 4, they're going 14. I don't know why, but at least there's no voting roll in the game. So, okay, well. Seven said, why go off? So that means 7 might have tried to protect 14 and 16, which would suggest he would be insti of that recruit team. So I just still don't know if 13 is like the true villager or if it's just a gunner, an insti gunner, just fighting. Wait. What? The medium has revived the medium? Why would you revive? Why would 2 revive 5? That's actually insane. Now 5 can revive 6. And then we get... 13 says it's winnable. Well... I don't know how. There are like instigators now. There's at least gonna be 1 instigator. 1 extra instigator killing. Unless 4 is like insti of one of those recruits. The dead recruits. Honestly, if 13 is like recruited, they have to shoot 5. Like, it's hella suspicious, but I think they're not recruited even, because they seem to be like more. They said something like it's winnable, and you know what, that. Okay, there is 14 shooting the second shot. So 2 instis have died. 7 was kind of suspicious, honestly, of being on 14 and 16 side for me, but. Okay, bodyguard and corruptor. Wow, actually the recruits are going down like crazy. We have an Arso plus. Okay, yeah, 13 was definitely village. 5 has to revive 6. And then we have like 3, 9, 12, 15. So that would suggest that 11 is good. 11 should be the last villager that's like true villager. Oh, evil. Yeah, okay, 5 has died. Now the village has a position that it can work with. Wait, is Insti... I still forget. I always forget. Okay, Aura of Insti is good. So 9 is Insti in that case. Because 11 and 15, they're like claiming Aura. One of them is recruited, the other one is real. But 9 cannot be bodyguard. So 9 is instigator. That's one thing for sure. So not instigated, but instigator. 11 or 15 is instigated. But it's between 3 and 12, really. 12 is unknown. That would suggest then that 12 is Arso. I think I would shoot 12 here, but not gonna say much. Okay, they shoot the instigator. Okay, well, although 15 could lie, I suppose, because if 12 is unknown, they are framed as Arso, basically. I think it's pretty clear that it's like 3, 12, and 15 now. Between them. Although 11, yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. I still don't know. I'm kind of confused. Okay, okay, wait. They're changing votes. Oh! Okay, 3, 11, and 12. So 15 was real after all. Yeah, it's over. 15 is gonna die. So, who said 12 Unk? 15. So 15 is real. So 12 is Arso. And then I assume 11 is instigated Aura and 3 is Insti. Unless we somehow have like instigator and recruits are different team, but I think not. No. Yeah, huh? Wait, okay. The instigator made a crucial mistake here, I think, because apparently the instigator was on a different team as the recruits, but then they killed like the villager. They should have killed the recruits here, because now, yeah, 3 is the insti, as I suspected. Now they can just outvote 3. If they killed the recruits, there was no protection anyways. They could have like 3 could have killed 12 or 11. It didn't even matter, and they would have been in a 1v1 and kill 15 and win. It was like actually, for some reason, this game is much closer than you think. It looks like unwinnable, but actually, in truth, I think anything can really happen here. You're 9, nice job. Now, 3 is gonna die. 12 hates the setup. 'Your recruits win.' Well, who could have guessed? Like, this was kind of chanceless at some point for you, but ultimate backstep from 11 and 12. GG, raid the setup. This was a pretty nice game, honestly. You know, I kind of appreciate this kind of randomness sometimes in games. This is like, it's not like random as in like a lot of random rolls, but more like anything can happen. I like the chaos of that. Okay, 7 gifts is a 4. 1 gift is a 10. 12 gifts is a 2. I already suspected that. It's not really social deduction, honestly. It's more like crazy game mode type of setup. But we also let those in. 10 gives this an 8. Yeah, there's like, you have to be kind of like the enjoyer of this if you want to rate this high. You can definitely see who enjoys the crazy and wacky stuff and who enjoys the social deduction stuff. And I guess this is 6. Oh yeah, chat, you also get to pick, of course. Hello, I Show Fear. I think that's your name, right? Yeah, I Show Fear. Rate the setup, chat. I will give you the poll here. Gives us a 2. What? Where were we? 15 has a 6. That's true. There. 13 gives us a 3. We already put that one down too. 10 has an 8. Already wrote that one. 2 gives an 8. 9 gives a 6. 3 gives a 7. That's where we were left. 16 gives a 6. 6 gives a 3, and then we have, I think that's all the ratings. Probably it is. Okay, yeah. Alright, let's go to the next game, which is setup 56. What setup is this again? Is there any rate setup? Okay, SK and Village. Oh yeah, okay. This is like kind of a cross-teaming thing. The serial killer belongs to the Village. And Fool and Werewolf win with each other. This setup, okay, don't forget. SK equals Village. A Fool equals Werewolves. You love Chaos. Yeah, I love Chaos too. Like, I wish there was like, honestly, like, what would make Wolvesville better for me? One of things, of many things, is if setups were like a lot closer. If it was, if the roles, like, currently we have kind of a situation, I feel like, that Village has just 70% chance of winning. I think what should be the case is like Village should have 50% chance of winning, and then we can increase the conflict between the solos and the werewolves as well. Because I think like the tighter the games get, the more interesting they get for everyone. So, but yeah, most games in Sandbox at least are quite rigid and linear right now, and they're like, well, not chaotic at all. They're just pretty easy Village wins. Hyper shoot SK kill. They can, but I'm not gonna. I don't know if that's a good stretch or not. Good luck, have fun. For some reason the chat is bugged again. Remember, SK wins with Veil, Werewolf with Fool, and vice versa. I can see the chat. I tried to make my setup that way, but Solo Killer keeps killing werewolves then dying. This is gonna be a hard setup for the evils, I recall. But I remember as well that last time we had a pretty clutch game here. That the werewolves were like in a bad situation, and then they managed to lynch the Fool, and that's how they won. So the Fool, truly for the werewolves, the Fool is really an important weapon to consider. Okay, +0 for setup 48 as a bonus. Is there any fellow spectators? Let me check. No. But soon enough I will be able to talk with someone. Didn't we have that one already? Which one? This setup? We have played this setup like in the last stream as well, I think, yeah. But this is the third round, so in that stream they qualified. Ooh! Okay, SK killed Fool, that's really good for the SK and the Village. Where's killed the Flower Child? That is a kill, I guess, like, not really special. So for Junior Werewolf, it's essential now to tag the SK. Like, that's crucial for the Junior Werewolf. They have to tag the SK. Like, if they don't, they're probably not gonna win. It's already unlikely now with the Fool dead, but especially if they don't tag the SK like soonly. Hey, can SK win with village? Yeah, they can. 6 counter claims RV before anyone claims. That's funny. 5 claims random prots. RVC apprentice. RS can also be C apprentice. There's a lot of info going on. 7 says 8 village and 9 says 7 good. So they're like gambler and aura. Okay, well, random secondary and random main, I suppose. Those are the informers. Is there anyone else claiming informers? Because... Okay, wait, there is someone saying... 12 claims RV SS, but SS is also like main informer. So there's like a conflict when it comes to the main informer. I don't know if they can be RVs. I think they can. Let me check. Spirit Seer can be, Gambler can be, yeah, okay, so all these roles can be RVs. 5 and 8 are the protectors. 4 and 6 game RS. This is actually pretty nice what 5 did here. 9 says, or is Aura. 9 is probably the only random secondary informer, so I would trust 9 here. It's between 12 and 7 really. They could be RV, but Flagger is fixed, so it's free. 2 claims SK and 11 or 15 are villagers. Okay. And 12 is gone, so that means 7 and 8 are indeed actually all good. They have a lot of info, so that suggests that 7 is gambler and good. Okay, that could be sorcerer, I suppose, but otherwise I think 7 I think they could be sorcerer actually, now that I think of it, because like sorcerer would claim something. What is 7 saying now? Gambler here. 11 also village. 1 claims RV. What did 15 claim? There's a lot of RVs. Yeah, everyone claims RV now, I think. Okay, there's 12. I think the village is gonna sweep this werewolf team, honestly. Like, the werewolf team, they have 5 players alive, but I don't think they're making... the village is like clearing a lot of players quickly. And I think at this point they're gonna kill the RVs. It's pretty evident either 7 is sorcerer, or 7 and 12 are both like RV and random main info. 10 is RV. Okay, 16 was Avenger. So that would suggest 16 is also an RV. So 16 and 10 are confirmed RV. Then 1 was Voodoo. Voodoo is random support or random werewolf. It could be either. Okay, they killed the flagger. That's probably a good kill, honestly. $16 got a good tag there, yeah. So there's only 1 RV left. I don't know who claims RV apart from 1. Okay, well, 11 might be scribed, I guess. There could be a scribe in the game. Random support can be scribe, and same for random werewolf. 2 claims SK. 3 claims flagger. Did 3 also claim like day 1 though? Like, I'm kind of curious. Oh, the chat's gonna like do this stupid scrolling. Yeah, 3 did claim like very early. Guys, I'm Beast Hunter. That's 8. Beast Hunter is random support or RV, but I don't know, man. There's like so many RV claims. I don't know if 8 claimed early, but the SSR, yeah, the SS is RV, yeah. Well, I guess technically speaking, I was thinking like 7 could be Sorcerer, maybe. I don't know if Sorcerer shows as, I think Sorcerer does show as blue. But if 7 is not Sorcerer, then 7 or 12 is the RV, and then 10 and 16 are the other. So any RV claim is suspicious for sure. Now they're making good strategy here. 2 killing 3 and 3 redirecting the attack to, I don't know, whoever. Okay, yeah, so 3 was not fair, I guess. I was scribed. Well, I don't think so, honestly. Well, like, there's no way that 3 would be scribed. The escape was gonna attack 3. That was the strategy. So now we have. I don't think there's. Well, though. The fact that 3 is scribed does say there is a scribe in game. So. You know what could be the case? 10 could be scribed as well, for that matter. Although, I don't know what they would be otherwise. Like, imagine like a whole plot where 10 was actually the main the secondary informer, and then one of the werewolves claimed aura and nobody ever doubted the aura. But 10 was actually the aura or so. But I think that's not possible. I think it's pretty evident here. Okay, 15 does claim VO. 10 got... yeah. I don't know, can Scribe not scribe Night 1? I thought they could. But my info is not like... Okay, 15 is VO. Interesting. So now the scribe is definitely... There's some shenanigans going on here. Or the aura is... Aura could also be sorcerer, now that I think of it. There's definitely something fishy. There's definitely something fishy. Weird skills ritualist, okay, that's a good kill, I suppose. Yeah, 7 is sorcerer. I kind of suspected that earlier, but now they are finding it out. But there's still something fishy, man. I don't know about this. Okay, 4 claims CD Prince. Okay. There is also a double random support claim, yeah, now I remember that. And if 8 is Beast Hunter, then they are also random support, because 6 claimed RS, 4 is like Sea Apprentice, and 8 is Beast Hunter, so all of them are RS. Like, if I'm not crazy, there's still 3 werewolves in the game, unless one of those was actually werewolf and scribed as village. Okay, what's gonna happen? 7 is gonna die. This is a werewolf push. Well, if this is a werewolf push, they win. If there are 3 werewolves alive. Especially considering there's stubborn in the game. We should not forget about stubborn. Okay, 7 is... I think 7 is sorcerer, yeah. This looks like a sorcerer, honestly. The SK kinda has to kill now. Like, there is like junior and stubborn only, but the stubborn has 2 lives, so I don't know. I've not seen a single attack on a stubborn werewolf yet. No, there's no attack on the stop. So I suppose the werewolves technically have 3 lives still. Okay, they killed the bodyguard. Okay, nah, that's definitely not real. Or wait, that is maybe real. They killed BG. So 5 was random prot, and the SK attacked the stubborn. And now SK knows who the stubborn is. 6 Stubby. Okay, 6 is Stubby. Well, now it's over because they can just kill the stubborn werewolf, and junior werewolf is gonna be last. But yeah, they were kind of unlucky that the junior werewolf didn't die like early on. Why would you go 9 if 6 is stubborn? I don't know if I think it's not been this close ever on this setup yet, and like the werewolves have won, but that was through the fool. In this game, the fool has had no role of importance because they were killed night 1. And now we actually get to see a good. I would say this is definitely a proper werewolf team. And an even more proper village team because they figured this all out. But it was kind of unlucky that they killed Fool. Or unlucky. I think the SK killed the Fool. Yeah. SK was very lucky to kill the Fool actually. I kind of like at 9. Wait, 9 was like claiming the aura, right? Yeah, 9 is like aura. So there were like 3 informer claims like early on, and 2 of them turned out to be not informer, or well, sorcerer, but that's not really an informer for the village. Can SK win with Phil? Yeah, the SK wins with the village in this game. So that's why the SK has claimed as well. Okay, wait. What's that? Okay, so 9 killed 4. SK killed Junior and Junior attacked SK. GG. Rate the setup. I think this one was actually pretty popular so far. So what were the RVs? Who was scribed? I don't know if there was anyone actually scribed here. Doesn't look like there were scribed players. No. Even though there was a scribe, they didn't really do the scribes, which is also confusing in a way because then people might still think there's scribes in the game, but in fact nobody is scribed, but they will still think of it. So one of those guys is RV 4-8. He was the random prot. And then 15 was the secondary informer and 12 was the main informer. And 10 and 16 and 8 or 4 was like were RV. I think it would have helped. I don't know if 15 claimed 15 claimed very late. I think it would have helped the village if 15 claimed like VO like day 1, but yeah, other than that, pretty good game for the village, and actually the werewolves did a really good job as well. Right, let me see. Who is 8.5 is not gonna count. I'm gonna round it up to 9. I will round up unless it's like, I don't know, 0.4 and then something. 6 and 7. 12 is 7. I assume that's a typo. Oh yeah, chat. You also get to hello regular person. Welcome back, Opto and Fraintoli. You gotta go. This setup was really fun actually. Well, see you later, Opto. and have fun with your day. I'm gonna give a poll for you guys in the chat to vote for how you like the setup or not. Alright. We're going to move to setup 58 soon. And then we have the first of all, we've done first playthrough with all the setups of today. 9 and 14 is 8. Eight says 7, as well as 1. Two gives us 7 and 4 gives us 9. Okay, these ratings are a lot higher than the previous two. 7 gives a 10. 11 gives an 8. Five gives an 8. I think that's all the ratings. We don't have that many ratings, unfortunately. But it's fine. We just go off average anyways. Alright, chat. You guys get to join the next one. Setup number 58. Oh yeah, infection setup with zombies and blights. Let's go. No werewolves. Setup. Password is gray again. The fuck is Blight? I think Nina hasn't played this in a while in that case. Like, I don't know really well how the Blight works either, but like, what confused me is like, I know how the infection mechanic works, but what confused me about the Blight is when to kill. But now I think I finally figured it out the last time I played Blight. Hypo, are the zombies in the same team? Yes, they are. Zombies are in the same team. Always. We have a full lobby, I think with 14. Yeah. I think Akbar is not going to join, he just left, but... That's 15. Wait, I've not noticed. Oh, no, there's no special rules here. Only just some rules are banned. Okay, I'm starting up Discord just for the sake of being able to see chat. There you go. It's so stupid how that works, but that's how it has to go nowadays, apparently. Those two zombies are gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be a hard setup for sure for the village. But I think this setup has been won by villagers before, so I think it's definitely possible. I would say this is more possible than the 4 instigator setup. Okay, we need one more player. Anyone in the chat? Oh, Waffle Boys, welcome in. I will wait for you. Waffle Boys, you get to join. If you are quick, because I invited a couple players. The password is gray. Also, I'm gonna close the poll. It seems like we are gonna give plus 1 point for setup 56 that we just did. Okay, Waffle Boys is in. Good luck, have fun. There's no rules, special rules. Hello, Mr. Dog. Welcome in. It's 8 a.m. for you. Ooh, that's pretty early, yeah. Alright, so this setup. 3 RVs. There was a list of banned roles, but I'm not sure which were banned. It's not like in my head now, but there was a list in the pinned comment in the lobby. Other than that, Witch, Gonju, Detective, Gambler, Gunner, Doctor. There is some ammo. There's info. We have a reviver. We have a pretty basic. We have a really basic lineup for the village. When it comes to the evils, though, it's not so basic. We have, of course, the lurker is kind of the 10th role, the third party, and then we have a voting role, the headhunter. And then, yeah, the werewolf team plus solo have been replaced by 2 zombies and 3 blights. Have you gone insane? This is not my setup though, but it has been a pretty good setup so far. For the fact that it managed to get to round 3, it has already been better than 4 setups at least. Which at the same time, like, if you frame it like, okay, every setup that's here has already beaten 24 setups because that's the eliminated setups. It sounds like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. These setups have to be somewhat good. But if you just come to think of like what setups they really faced, they could have gotten second in every round and then still qualified for this round and only have really beaten 4 setups. So yeah, there could have been like a round 1 setup that was eliminated that could have made it all the way here if it had a different path to the final, basically. So that's kind of like the flaw of a tournament setup like this, but I think this is just the best way to handle it, like in terms of what's entertaining. Like, we're not gonna play every setup like multiple times, because then we also have to play the very bad ones multiple times. So it was like a couple ones that were really not popular with the chat at all. 14 is lurker. There is a headhunter. Every day I'm shuffling. So 8 says, 8 said 8 deaths. 12 gambler. Is there any counterclaims there? I think not. So the informers are pretty much confirmed. Although, of course, they can team change by the zombies. 3 RV aura, 11 RV, 16 RV. Okay, so there are 4 RV claims, which is definitely too much. Okay. Well, the blights have killed each other! Yay! Oh my god. Killed by 2 blights. Oh boy. Oh no, they actually didn't kill each other. Like, well, there's like 2 blights who selected 16. What the hell? And killed at the same time or so. I don't know how that works, but 16 is even harder, Dad. Your internet is so bad. I hope it restores itself. "12 lives because I was already proven good." That's what one says. By who was? Okay, 9 has been shot. Why has 9 been shot? In terms of replaying the setups, we're gonna start with 48, then we go back to 56, then we'll do this one again, and then we end the stream to end this section of the stream with the small setup, because usually at the end of the stream we have less players, so I tend to like start and end the stream with like the smaller lobbies. But in 2 weeks it's gonna be really tricky, because with two 25 players set up, so we need a lot of players for a good portion of the stream. Fake conjurer. There is no fake there is no like, or well, claim, I don't know, but oh, 16. Oh, that's I only read it now. 16 claims that one is fake, or that the conjurer is a fake conjurer, because 16's name is conjurer. Wow. Why do I not see that joke? Okay, Blight is still gone. There are still 2 blights right now, if I'm not mistaken. Also, yeah, there were like 2 witch kills at night. Who did they kill exactly? 10 and 3. 10 and 3 were killed by witches. So that's good kills, I would say. Killing the headhunter and the zombie. Although, honestly, I feel like the zombies already have quite a number now. Like, it's only day 3, but they could already have 4 players on their side right now, in theory. Four not solo, so... But 4 could have become a solo. Okay, 13 was zombie. Don't know if they were one of the original zombies or if they were... 12 and 5 is blight. Oh, that's what 10 says, so... Curious. My rifle is so bad, my second attack didn't even register. Oh, you were blight as well. I didn't even notice that. That's really annoying, yeah. Okay, well, the last blight has killed the witch. What did 7 say in the... Oh, I can't open the last will of 7 because of the popcorn. Come on, game. Popcorn, get out. Let me open the last will of 7. I don't know. Zombies might have hit blights. Yeah, if the village is lucky, then the zombies have not converted. But well, 10 and 13 are probably just watching till the end as well. But in typical game, I was like, well, if the zombies stay, they usually have teammates alive. Usually that's a big giveaway to whether zombies are still in the game or not, by just looking at the dead zombies to see if they're gone or not. 7's will is I'm 4 years old. Okay, I don't know if I should trust that. If you vote me, Zom gonna win. Okay, so 2 claims blight here, basically. Ooh. Okay, 5 is conjurer. And 6 was Doc. Lil bro was so late. Gunners against Doc. You dislike blights. Okay, I can write down your rating, I guess. So the blights have gone, but the fact that the game is not over means that there's zombies still. So lurker is also dead, so no lurker. Blight is your least favorite role. I don't know if that's the case for me. Nah, it's definitely not my least favorite role. I just don't like Seer, Astro, Night Watchman. I don't hate playing as them, but it's just lame to have them in the game. Okay, well there is zombies in the game, that's for sure. 12 says 8 not solo. But yeah, at this point any informer is also suspicious. You're only not suspicious if you can like actually prove at the moment that you have an ability that's not zombie, but I think 5 can't shoot because both bullets are gone now. You know what's gonna happen? I think they're gonna, like, they're not gonna trust 5 for not shooting because they don't notice that there have already been 2 shots, and now they're gonna lynch 5 for that. Oh, maybe they realize it now. Yeah, now they realize it. Oh, yeah, zombie has the gate, 4 was zombie, and that was it. Okay. GG. Rate the setup. There were 3 witches. Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, actually there were 3 witches. Technically even 4 with the conjurer taking witch. But it's like, wow, that's really unfair. When like 2 of the RVs are witches, man, that's like unwinnable for evils. And the last RV was one of the doctors. Alright, let's write down ratings. Okay, chat, you also get to vote. Gives a 7. 12 gives a 9. 7 gives a 5 and 5 gives a 9. 11 gives a 9 as well. 2 gives a 5. 4 gives a 7. 16 gives a 6. 13 gives a 9. 6 gives a 7. 8 gives a 7. Okay, that's all the ratings. Third witch wasn't real. You mean... Well... I mean, 4, 7 and 11 are all real witches. I mean, yeah, 4 has been turned into a zombie, but they're all witches. And 5 was like technically a 4th witch, but that's a conjurer, so not really a witch. You were 5 in the game, nice. You were the conjurer who shot the doctor. Yeah, the 4th wasn't real. Game was kind of crazy, unbalanced with the RVs. Alright, let's go and go. Do you set up 48, I think? Yeah, the instigator one, that one. We're gonna do the instigator one again. Everyone join. 16 players is what we need. You don't know what you should do in game. No worries. Just have fun. I try to help your team. This is the chaos one. Oh, Peggy. I think Peggy is the... Yeah, that one. I was looking like, is that the one with the egg? But it is. Because Peggy on the first play, Peggy was like... There was like 2 recruits. There was like... Peggy was an instigator. But not on the same team as the recruit. And there was like an... Aura Seer, like a village Aura Seer, and then they killed. Peggy was instigator who could kill, and if they killed the recruits, it would have been game over. and they would have won the instigator, but instead they killed the Overseer, and then they got outvoted by the recruit. So that's what happened with Peggy last time. Let's see if they don't make the same mistake indeed. Right, I think we will have to invite some players. Okay, there you go. That bug is really weird because it's caused by Discord. Right, do we have a full game? Almost. Internet work, hopefully it does work, yeah. Okay, let's see. I think we have 2 more players that we can have. Anyone who wants to join now, or not? We full game. Good luck, have fun. Don't forget to rate after the game. Alright, there you go. Okay. I'm gonna end the poll as well. +2 or +0, so that's gonna be rounding off to a +1 for the bonus for setup number 58. Alright, let's see what's this setup gonna bring. So yeah, for those who have not seen this setup before, we have done this one like, I don't know, 30-40 minutes ago. Basically, all the evils like sub, circular, also core are all gonna be instigated with one of those villagers. So there's only 4 true villagers that are gonna be winning with the village team. They have they are the biggest team, but they don't know each other obviously from the beginning. And basically, you should just see this as 5 nearly equal teams. No kills actually, that surprises me because there is a stubborn and a serial killer that it could kill. Oh, the stubborn, the stubby has been attacked. So the SK tried to attack the stubborn. Or the corruptor, I could guess, but I think the SK tried to kill the stubborn. And the stubborn probably faced the bodyguard or something, or a solo killer. So yeah, auras can give info, but we don't know if we should trust them because they could very well be instigated. 50% chance. 4 says 11 is unknown. It's not much info yet, so no, okay, 12 is the other aura. So 4 and 12 are aura seers. They could be instead. 11 is Ankh and 13 is good. If that's real info, 11 is, well, 50% chance evil, 50% chance like medium or gunner, and then also another 50% chance of being recruited does evil. So small chance of unknowns being actually good. You got the same roll again? I don't know what you were like last time. 11 is gonna die. Okay, Arso bodyguard. And there goes the stubborn werewolf. Okay, so 13 was corrupted. 12 has been attacked by the SK. So there's gonna be 2 extra kills this night. So we are gonna have an SK kill and 2 insti kills. Because 13 was 100% some sort of villager. I suppose that 13... I guess that 13 was like gunner or medium, but I'm not sure. There's like one medium talking here, I think. Okay, well, SK killed the medium, the actual good medium. And the instigator killed another instigator. Hey, let's go. You were Aura, and I assume you were like number 13, right? The demigod. So we have 2 recruit teams, 3 insties. So there's 7 evils here. That means 3 real villagers. Yeah, that makes sense because only 9 died as a real villager. You died. What number are you, Mr. Dog? I forgot. 5 is not really conjurer here. They're corruptor, more like it. So wow, three of the recruits have died. So there's only 1 recruit team left. They need to be careful though. And you know what? If the recruits die now, it's gonna be like mayhem with 3 instigators killing next night. Recruits are like SK plus something. And you don't know what's gonna happen. Okay. Oh, they killed the gunner! Wait, they killed a real gunner. What the hell? Oi, oi, oi. Was 16 AFK or were they... No, they were like... People say they were corrupted. Oh, this is bad because 16 would have been saved. Because 5 died. And now it's like 2 true villagers only. Oh! Okay, so SK was with medium. They were killed by... Not by the SK killed an instigator, a different insti. Instigator killed the SK. And another instigator killed the bodyguard. And yeah, 7 was with... Okay, so now we have... 2 was like a true bodyguard, so we only have like all the recruits are dead. So 8 is a true villager here. 8 is the less true villager. 13 was Aura. And now 10 and 14 are instigators. You think 16 AFK? It might be. No, they do talk though. 16 does talk in the night chat now. So, or in the dead chat. 10 and 14 are not, yeah, well 10 and 14 are both insti, so okay. 8 is, okay. Okay, 8 is playing an interesting game here, because what I think 8 is doing is 8 hopes that that they are gonna tie and then kill each other at night. I'm curious. Now you get kind of like this is like borderline prisoner's dilemma. 14 does not counter. I know. Are they gonna counter vote? There's gonna be some sort of quick action. Oh! 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 8 clutched it! Oh no! Let's go 8. Clutch 8. Damn. That was a nice clutch 8. Yeah, rate the setup. That was, they really redeemed themselves. But that was a fun endgame. And the village has won, so it's possible. You see it here. I'm gonna give you guys the poll. I hope we get some ratings in. Okay, 10 out of 10 setup, that's what Free says. 15 gives a 7. That was really clutch. 12 gives 10. Now we're getting some high ratings suddenly. 4 gives a 7 and 9 gives a 10. $13 is a 9. Yes, please. Oh! Peak setup, yes, let's go. Let's see. 12 says we already wrote down 12. 9, did we write down 9? Yeah, we don't have that many ratings. That's kind of worrying. And then we have 13 gives us a 9. That's also something I wrote down. Oh, yeah, 1 gives us a 3. 6 gives us a 9. 14 gives us a 10. We're getting a lot of 10s actually suddenly. Like last time we played this was really not so positive. That's why the different audiences or different players and different outcomes really matter. They can really sway the result. But yeah, that's what you have to account for when you create a setup. 8 gives an 8, and I think that's all for the ratings. We still have a valid amount of ratings, I suppose. Alright, let me read the chat here. 16 was corrupted, chill. Yeah. The past 4 games in this setup, you remember the past 4 setups for playthroughs of this setup? Like, you even remember that in round 2? That's kind of crazy that you remember that. But yeah, that's kind of crazy too. Like, if the gunner wasn't recruited in any of those games, almost as if they have like a way to prevent that, but that's not true. So far I know at least. I remember how I kept DCing in Among Us. My internet right now is worse than that. Oh yeah, you did do that, yeah. So yeah, everyone, little shout out to the Hyperhood. We played some Among Us like Friday night, in the game night. So if you are interested in joining, like, little mini games or so, like sometimes we do something with drawing, sometimes we do code names, sometimes we well, I think this is like the first or second time ever that we did Among Us. But if you are interested in joining that type of stuff with other people in the community, then join my Discord server. I think it's in the description, I think, or in my link tree for sure. But that was really fun. We actually had like 15 players in the lobby at some point, if I'm not mistaken, at least in the voice chat. Alright, that was all the ratings. Let me set up the next one. +3 as well, that's crazy. Alright, set up number 56. This was the... Oh yeah, this one is the SK belongs to the village one. So SK is villager. I am gonna get a drink real quick, by the way. Game is up, you guys can join. Let me actually pull up a link to my Discord server real quick. So what you do is, if you want to join this, this is a link to my Discord server. If you join this, you go to the roles tab and then you pick up, where is it? Game night. It's like a bit more, I think it's quite up. It's quite high up, yeah. And then you can like, yeah, join the game nights. Alright, how do we... 12 players, that's good. Remember, SK belongs to Phil. Okay, do we have enough players? I think not. No, 13. We need a couple players. If you guys in the chat want to join, hello Floorlight as well. I don't know if I already greeted you before. I think I did, but I don't know. Anyone who wants to join, feel free to join. The password is still grey, so yeah. I will invite players. We need a couple more. I think only one maybe now. Yeah, we only need one more. Maybe Waffle Boys has fixed his internet. I do know the internet issues though. Like I usually have internet issues here too. Because this place honestly just has a bad connection. The Wi-Fi is pretty far away and yeah. Like that's one of the few things that I really miss. Like if I'm gonna move at some point to an apartment, I want to have better Wi-Fi than this. That's like the one of the main things I'm looking forward to having as an improvement. All right, we have a full game. Werewolf. I'm just saying to 16. Good luck, have fun. I think we can start. I don't know, someone said wait, but I think it was waiting for someone to join. Oh, someone left. Okay, someone left. Yeah, Waffle Boys. That could happen, but Phil won't join the voting. Okay. Okay, good luck. We have 16 players, so see you later, Pogo Alvarez. Oh, you are number 5, I think, or not? You're in 2, Frank Tolly. What's your name in the game? Oh yeah, Frank Tolly. You just Frank Tolly, number 11. I didn't see you. Also, yeah, I did end the poll. Okay, now I'm gonna get a drink real quick. Oh, I just need something cool. It's actually really hot here for Dutch standards at least. Today it's like almost 30 Celsius and oh, it's gonna be even worse in the next 2 days. Like Monday, tomorrow it's gonna be 30 Celsius and then Tuesday and Wednesday it's gonna be like 35 Celsius. That's like I don't know, that feels like top 10 hottest days in history in the Netherlands. Like it does not get that hot every summer here, you know. That's, I don't know, and I have to work on Tuesday. I'm not looking forward to Tuesday at all, as you can tell. Okay, so they're killing 14. I think 14. 8 says, yeah, okay, 8 says they're claiming SK and they say 14 was attacked and stubborn. Okay, that's true. So they killed the stubborn. That's actually massive for the village. They were really lucky with that random SK step in night 1. It's so weird how SK always gambles night 1 and it pays off. Yeah, I know. For some reason. Oh, wait. Oh, the werewolves killed the fool. They also gambled, I think. Ooh, that's not good. Why did they kill fool? Werewolves are doing terrible. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be a werewolf win. Like, what do we have? A random support is not guardian, so it's random werewolf was guardian, so it's like random support, werewolf, junior werewolf, and sorcerer. That's all we have here on the evils. Versus all villagers, like except for Flagger, and SK. One tough guy, 4 SA, 2 sheriff. So those are the RS claims. 9 aura, 4 good, 11 unknown. 11 is full though, so we know. Wait. 11 is claiming like some sort of trapper or beast hunter, so that suggests, if that's the case, then 11 is scribed fool, but actually isn't the fool. That's interesting. I don't know if the village has realized that, but that could be the case, because you know random support is there and could be scribe again, but I don't know. 11 claims to be scribed. Honestly, that's also probably the best thing you can try to do if you are like killed full by werewolves, like claiming to be scribed. Then just games that Ritu is gonna die. Yeah, Ritu has died, and yeah, 4 killed a teammate, but I think in this case this made sense because they have a little bit of leeway, I think, the villagers, and also the Sea Apprentice was like a multi-claim, so we had someone counter-claimed that, yeah, 2 claimed sheriff, so 2 is probably fake in that case, or RV. It's like clearing up some info. I think this is okay for the village. So there is a voodoo in the game, supposedly. Let me check. Is there a possibility for grandma? Yeah, there is a possibility. So there could be a grumpy grandma in the game, but I think not. And if random support is voodoo, then 11 has no argument anymore. You should have gone selfish PH. I still don't know, man, because apparently there's a voodoo in the game. Or 16 claims grumpy. Oh, 16 claim. Okay, well, no, never mind then. Okay, so you could have been scribed, I suppose, in that case. In that case as well, the werewolves are not in a that bad of a situation, because, you know, if you have the full life, anything can happen, really. You only need to convince some people to vote you. Okay, hey, that's good for the werewolves. SK is gone. That's good for the werewolves. They, okay, it took the junior, but presumably 11. If 11 is not full, it's still like sorcerer, scribe, and fool alive. So I think it's still winnable for the evils. If you look at the fact that it's like 7 people, actually they might have it if they kill someone at least. I genuinely don't know if there's like if 11 keeps like this lie going also in the YouTube chat, or if that's actually true and people just don't know. Frayne could be lying in YouTube chat too. Yeah, I know, that's what I was saying. Yeah, just to get extra, because Frayne knows probably that someone has this chat on during playing, and also hears my commentary and knows that if I suspect someone, then they might also move towards that direction. Like I'm not someone who you should trust in the sense of like me finding certain stuff suspicious, because I follow the game half. That could have been a sick play, or that is a sick play, who knows? We're going 6 now. Still a lot of, like, 1 is also claiming tough guy. That's also technically a random support role. Oh! Oh, they actually got him. Oh, yeah, yeah, there you go. Who is the scribe? 4, GG to 4. Oh my god. So you were true, Frayne Tolly. You were true. True Beast Hunter. Werewolves win and Fool as well, of course. GG, we've seen both outcomes now, I think. Alright, the bonus points and the ratings. Let's go. This is setup 56. Wow, what a play as well. That's kind of the funny thing about this whole team switching thing with SK belonging to Village and the Fool belong to Werewolves. Because since the Fool really belongs to the Werewolves now, they can just... The Werewolves can frame the Fool as some sort of bad role. 10 gives us 7. And that can like open up new strategies and counter strategies. One gives an 8. By the way, the people who made these setups, I will contact them, I think, if I can, and tell them they qualified for the final, because there might be like a lot of people who were like kind of hooked off of Wolvesville who submitted their setups back then, but have their setups now make it, and it would be cool to see them like in the finals. Also like watch it, and also being able to root for their setups. Like I don't know exactly who made these setups, namely now, but I can definitely look into that. 12 is an 8. We have a lot of ratings and a lot of positives too. That's all the ratings. Alright. Waffle Boys, you gave an 8. Did you vote in the chat or not? Let me check. You're 14. I will write it down for you, since I know it's you. Wolves can claim Fool unless they kill Fool Night 1. Yeah. Okay, frame Fool. Yeah, exactly. Who was this? Okay, maybe the Lucas guy is also here. Alright, let's go. custom games. And then we'll go to setup number 58. That's the last 16 player setup of today. Well, we're gonna end off, of course, with the giveaway game. You gotta go, Floralite. Thanks for being here, and see you next time. Alright, I think we can just get in this and see what this setup is gonna bring us. So now we have... This setup is the Blight plus Zombie one. Also for the bonus points, it seems like a +3 again. Right, how many players do we got? 14! We're going pretty quickly, honestly. We already did this one. Is this... Yeah, but this one is like... We're doing every setup twice. So, it's... We've not done this once twice. It's been like 3 games ago that we did this one. Yeah. We still... we are gonna end off with the same setup that we started with, actually, because it's a 9-player setup. And usually the later it gets, the less players. But also in the very beginning we have the least players. So, you know, the peak of like players to join is usually somewhere in the middle. We're 16. Are we at 16? No, we're at 15. Let me actually open Discord so I can like remove the annoying bug. There you go. Yeah, Priest, Tough Guy, Astro, Trap, and BH are banned. Opto, if you want, you can join again, but you don't have to, of course. But you can join. Let's see who is gonna be the final player to join. I definitely have a couple players in my list who are currently like online, so I think we should fill this game pretty quickly. We are still at 15 though, but yeah. Okay, there is Raywolf, nice. And whilst we were whilst this setup is running, I'm also counting the scores up already because yeah, I've not done any of that quite yet, so I'm trying to catch up with that a bit. But this game, again, 3 RVs. There were like a couple rules banned, like Bodyguard, no, not Bodyguard, Beast Hunter, Tough Guy, Trapper, and 2 other rules. But most RVs are here. Yeah, pretty classic lineup, except for the evils, of course, because that's not very classic at all. What's the... Well, there's no night 1 kills, but there could be some players dying, like now. 15 is Ville. Okay, so 10 claims detective, I think. So we've 10 dead, 13 gambler, 11 different teams and 15 village. So 10 and 13 and 15 should be good, since nobody else claims Informer. RVs are 14, 16 and 7 and 2 and 4. So 2, 4, 7, 14, 16. All RV claims. That's definitely too many, at least. Oh, 5 also claims RV now. I would shoot 11 here, honestly. The Blight has killed the detective. Well, that's actually a fair kill for the Blight because detective, you know, has been okay. Yeah, that's the kill I would expect because RV claim and also involved in the detective info. Now they're going for 6. I think 6 because no claim, but yeah, they're voting first and then they're killing. Or 6 said something suspicious. They're lurker. Okay. Avenge me. I want to see who's gonna avenge 6 then. Wait. I'm confused with the counting for some reason. Okay, the witches killed the Blight. I didn't even see that, of course, because I was counting. 13 claims for 1 village. So 13 is the only informer right now. Although there could be like a conjurer who took detective. Or 2 just getting the apprentice. For looks like scribe, but that's definitely not scribed. Because yeah, there's no scribe in the game. Alright, so what they're gonna do. There is a headhunter in game, that's true, what 14 says. Although I've not seen any headhunter action really. I've not really seen active headhunter action so far. Preachers should have coordinated with the witch if they're real. Yeah, maybe that's a good point, yeah. The gunner has to shoot soon, because if the gunner doesn't shoot soon, they're gonna be converted by the zombie, and then they cannot shoot, and then they're suspicious, because yeah, people are gonna force the gunner to shoot. Day kills count for Preacher 2, right? Blight, for example. I thought no, but now that you say it, I think, yeah, maybe. But Preacher is useless. I can't get more votes. Well, you can't get more votes? Yeah, it's difficult because, I mean, yeah. Only the witch kills at night, so I guess that makes sense. Or can you also not predict the witch kill? I think you can, but it is kind of useless here, yeah, because there's like nothing that actually kills at night. Okay, yeah, okay, this is good. 8 shot the zombie. 7 did a good try though with the detective claim. Also, I think this is kind of doomed to be a zombie win. Well, at least they kill the zombie, but they are a bit slowish, yeah, I have to say that. Right, I've pretty much counted up all the setups we've done so far. Okay, so 2 zombie as well. Now I'm not really so sure about zombies winning this easily. Like, of course, we are like night 4, what? But yeah, night 4. So they probably are still in there, but 2 of them died. And still, there's one blight still alive. Okay, what was that? Oh, the blight has got a couple kills. Okay, the zombie has been killed. Now, wow, I don't know, man. What did 16 say? I literally cannot get extra votes. Yeah, 16 was converted though. Subscribe to Waffle Boys too. Yeah, click on the link on Waffle Boys, I guess. And then what's 13? Oh, that doesn't say much. So there is maybe only one blight, but probably one zombie as well. Eight already shot twice. Now they're doing the roll call. A lot of people claiming dog. 5 also dog. Nine says blight, let's kill 14. You are suspicious for saying that, 9. The headhunter is maybe also still not converted. Okay, 9 is a zombie. I don't know, Upto, if the zombies are really gonna win now anymore. Like they started slow, the village, but now they've gotten a decent grip, I think, on the zombies. Okay, well, 9 says many zombie. Okay, maybe not so much then, if that's true. 16 says no zombies left. Okay, contradictory info. I think it's really just the blight, honestly. Maybe one zombie. I wonder how the blight's gonna play though. Five has been claiming all the time. Everyone has claimed. They need to make a summary now. That would make sense. Okay. Free claims Night Watchman. Okay, that's kind of suspicious to me because a Night Watchman would probably claim earlier, right? Just to confirm people. Like, I'm genuinely curious. I think the 9-player setup doesn't really stand a chance in this lobby, but I genuinely don't know which of the other 3 setups is gonna be like. Oh wait, there is another zombie. Wow, what? Can't bite 1 and 5. Okay, so okay, one of them is headhunter target. That's one thing. The other one might be the blight though. Okay, what? Okay, one is killed by the blight. Oh, yeah. Pipa go. Pipa Gao. I don't know what that means, but hopefully that's not a curse or something. Five is blight. Yeah, they're gonna push 5 here. 12 at 3 equals 8. It has to be 5 now. It has to be 5. So one was the converge, was probably a headhunter target. I do wonder who was the headhunter, but probably some sort of zombie here. Info is useless. Yeah, well. In zombie games, informers become pretty useless quite quickly. Especially because they can also be the zombies themselves. Okay, so according to 7, 3 is zombie, but it doesn't matter. If that's true, like either they leave the blight alive and then the blight wins, or they leave the zombie alive and then the zombie wins. So it doesn't matter. It's really just who do you want to win. Okay, so that's the blight. They came really far, I have to say. First time playing this role. Well, understandable because blight is like pretty rare, I think. And the fact that it's not over means that 3 has been turned, yeah. If 3 did never turn someone and it's gonna decay, there's still a possibility for the... I don't know if I want to search that up, honestly. Anyone in chat, can you search up what that was? This here? Wait, it doesn't let me click on the... Here, can anyone search that up and see if it's like something cursed that I shouldn't show on stream or check on stream? If 3 is gonna decay, it's still village win, but otherwise it's not. The village was gonna lose anyways, but yeah. Now you know, if there's 2 zombies now, I wanna see a hard play. I want evilness. I want zombies to kill the last villager, like how it's supposed to be. Let's see if that happens. Because the fact that, I don't know, if they're not voting 3 now, it's like, then someone has to become a zombie. Oh wait, 3 is decaying, okay. But there's still a zombie, oh my god. Well, now it's gonna be just, yeah. Okay, 15 is zombie. I think that's fair what 8 says. That's respect to 8 for that. GG. Zombie wins. Wow, a lot of zombies. So you were true after all up though, lol. I didn't trust it. Herbal syrup meant to relieve cough and soothe sore thread. Aha. Okay, I've never heard of it. Okay, you both guys said the same thing. Not a curse word, yeah. Okay, so what we got here, 16 gives us 1. 5 gives us 6. 13 gives us 5, and then... Oh yeah, I'm gonna give you guys the chance as well to vote. And then we're gonna go to the last setup of the setup cup of today, and then we'll, after that, we'll of course do the we'll reveal the 2 winners and also do the giveaway game. 8 gives an 8. Three gives a 10. 15 gives an 8. 14 gives a 9. 1 gives a 7. Not many ratings. We need more ratings. We need more ratings. I want more ratings because this is like, I don't know, how many ratings do we got? Like, we got half the lobby rated only. This is a zombie setup that kind of works. Yeah, I don't know how. But it made all those wait for a reason, I guess. Oh wait, yeah, I was looking who was the headhunter. That was thinking about you, number 9. I don't know, this might be winning, but that's like okay, I know one setup that's definitely winning, but other than that, I'm not so sure about the other two. It's kind of close. It also depends on what. Okay, so the poll in the YouTube chats suggests it's gonna be +1 because that's the average of 0 and 2. Let's see. I don't know if there's anyone else about to rate anymore here. No, definitely doesn't look like it. So we are gonna go off of a few ratings only then, which is not ideal, but it's possible. Let's see. You can join now. And now in custom games, then fill in password gray. I think they're not I don't know if they're gonna join actually, but okay. Alright, let's go to setup 43 and then that's the last setup for the setup cup. This is the 9-player setup, guys. The 9-player setup. We enjoy that. We will enjoy the easy filling now that it lasts, because next stream is gonna be a different story probably with the 25-player setups. I don't like Headhunter. Kind of makes non-Headhunter win really hard. Oh, you mean if there's like a lot of evils and there's a headhunter? Yeah, I guess. You probably won't make it because of internet. Welcome back, Frain Tolly. Also, I think the game is full. Yeah, definitely full. Good luck and fun. I need to apparently set up Discord again, like that. Alright, let's go. Oh, apparently we needed to wait. Well, sorry. I was a little bit too late to see that message. Predictions. Bellringer is gonna do predictions. I think my prediction is gonna be village win, honestly. Like, this one has been the most village sided of all the setups today, so. Alright, let me get some water real quick. Okay, no kill night 1. Oh, you actually did specific predictions, like saying 4 SK, night dies night 1. No, that didn't happen. 2 full, 3 lurk. Okay, so you say 2, 3, and 4 are the evils basically. Hello, Marco. Use code hypo. Absolutely, everyone use code hypo because it allows me to upgrade my setup here and everything like that. This game felt unwinnable because zombies duplicated too fast. Yeah, they did. But the first game that we tried on that we did on this setup today, at least, was really fair. So I think it's like, of all the zombie setups in existence, this is one of the fairest ones for sure. That's why it also made all the way to this place, I think. One says that the SK tried to kill, and one claims Ghost Lady. In terms of the claims, one claims Ghost Lady, 4 claims Ghost Lady, 9 RV, 8, 9 RV, and then 1 and 4 are Ghost Lady. Yeah, that's everything in terms of claims. But that's totally possible because, yeah, 2 RVs, 2 random prots or defensive. Almost only one, yeah, almost. Like there are a couple others, but how are you doing, Marco? I'm fine. Right, so oh, if they get nobody gets killed. Oh boy. I don't know what the informers are, or if there are informers to begin with. No, I love Forger. Someone definitely got saved by the Forger, I suppose. Oh, just straight up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Damn. GG, rate the setup. Oh my god, that was the most chanceless game ever for the Evils, I think. Oh no. I don't know why they went 6, but oh, that's kind of unfortunate. There was a couple players, no rolls. I got 1 prediction right. What was your prediction? Let me check. 4 SK, that's not true. 2 Fools, also not true. 3 Lurker, hey, yeah, that's true, I guess. There you have your prediction. Alright, this was a very short game. Like, that's also one of the flaws of 9-player setup sometimes. You have to account for as a creator. Like, sometimes it can be done very quickly and then you don't really get to see the most potential of it. That's probably why 16 players setups are by far the most common ones. Okay, 3 gives to 4. Eight gives to 5. 4 gives to 7. 9 gives to 6. 2 gives to 6. This setup is getting really average ratings. Yeah, that's all the. I think that's all the ratings. Not the best setup, not gonna lie. Yeah, this one really had a. This one, I think it's kind of weird how it made it all the way because it's probably because of weaker competition. I'm not gonna say this setup is straight up bad, but I don't want to insult anyone with that. But I think it's just, it's almost balanced, but not quite enough. And it's also not spectacular enough to be like, you know, like a crazy setup. What's the for draw of Adobe Illustrator, or I've never heard of Corel Draw. I would go with Adobe, but that's also because I have Adobe. I have an Adobe subscription. I do really want to get a cheaper one though, again, because I used to have a like 50% off Adobe subscription, then it automatically renewed like earlier this year. Now I have paid the full hacking price, and it's so expensive. So as soon as like, I don't know, as soon as there's like a moment with an annual reduction fee, I'm gonna just cancel my subscription and then get it again with that reduction, and then renew it at every time. Like, I'm probably thinking of Black Friday. But yeah, till then, I will be very expensive off with the Adobe. Hypo, by the way, I won the fortune teller giveaway. FC isn't in shop yet, right? I have not seen the fortune teller in shop yet. I check it so now and then. But I've not seen it in shop. No, it's still not here. I don't know why it's not in shop, but I think it does exist, right? Let me check. Outfit wish list, funds rolls. Yeah, surely it does exist because I remember that I even put a notification on it. I don't know, why do rolls show up like multiple times? It's kind of weird. Where's fortune teller? Let me check. There is definitely. How are there like so many different? There's no way that they have like different outfits now for every single advanced role. No way they did that, right? Like, have they actually changed that? There was like, it used to be one per role. Yeah, fortune teller is there, so I also have a bell on it, but I will also put a bell on this one then, I suppose. I don't know why I have a bell here or here, but I've not seen it a single time. Hello Sama, welcome in. Roll cards are so boring to obtain. Yeah, well, I don't really need to obtain them right now. Calendar is the best. I don't really have the calendar. I could buy it, but usually I don't really care for the calendar that much. Alright, let me check. That's all the ratings. I think we can just... What I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna set up the killer lobby. Oh yeah, you get to decide as well. In the chat, just say in the chat if you want to win roll cards or gems. 5 roll cards or 380 gems. What do we put on the line for today's giveaway game? Where is it? It's here. So we'll just have that on. So whatever I see the most gems, gem, I will just put that on the line today. 17, 22, 28, okay. And in the meantime, I'm gonna calculate some scores as well. Because it's not over yet there. Then we have a result of the setup cup of today. Okay, it's like 100% gems. So only killers. Change this. Winner gets 380 gems. DM hypostein to get the code. Okay, that's everything. Alright, everyone join. It's a public lobby. You don't need a password for this. Anyone can join. So even people who are not watching the stream. Alright, in the meantime, I'm gonna give some time for people to join. I'm gonna get the calculator and see and calculate the scores of the setup so far. Or so far, just indefinitely. What the hell? This is really strange. I've never seen this before in setup cup calculating. I'm gonna show you later what is going on. Ho ho ho. Okay, there you go. I'm almost done with this, and then we will start the game. Good luck, everyone. Yeah, I think we need to start. How many players are there? Are we full actually? That's almost full. Wait, let me grab Discord so that I can actually see the chat proper. Last man standing wins 380 gems. Oh, I think we can start. Okay, as always, I'm gonna kill whoever is on the... I'm also killing highest to lowest. That's how it goes. So, if you're a high number and you hear this, you probably better kill me. Okay. So this is RNG based. I'm gonna say it before the game starts, so that it's not like targeted. Okay, that's 22 gone. Okay. $22 is gone as well. Okay, now the highest number is number 20. A lot of kills there. Oh. Somehow I'm still alive. Okay, I'm still alive. I'm in the final 5. Okay, I have been alchemisted. Next one to die is number... oh no, there's like also 16. I didn't see 16. Someone does some quick... okay, 16 has died though. So I don't know what's gonna happen next, but if I win, we're replaying this, by the way, just saying. Hey, okay, 4 and I get to vote. No, I've been glitched. Okay, 4 wins. GG to 4. My time, I don't know who that is, but... GG. Oh, wait! Actually, he didn't vote me. Yeah, I'm not gonna... I could, in theory, like... the gems are technically not mine. They're like codes that I got from Philip. In theory, I could redeem one myself now, but I'm not gonna do that. Nah, it's just lame. Yeah. We'll do play again. Anyone can join. I have the scores calculated now as well. That's nice. Yeah, it's a pretty evident. Okay, I'm kind of. This is surprising. But some things are really just quite evident. Alright. You know what? We'll do the scores. Nah, I can't do the scores right now because I need to show the setups along the way. Okay, give like half more minutes and then we'll just. You need to be spectator. Okay, I will just spectate. I guess that's better. Yeah. Alright, let's start. Okay, well, someone got lucky and just joined last second there. Okay. I'm spectating this time around. Okay, I'm gonna predict who's gonna win. I'm gonna predict... I'm gonna predict 14 wins. My prediction. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, Okra, Marco, you're... I didn't even realize that's you. I don't know if Marco, if you are still also in the chat here. Okay, 14 is not gonna win this. No, 14 died. Someone must have seen the chat. Or must have seen the stream and then just say like, okay, I'm not gonna make Hypo's prediction come true. Or it was just coincidence. Probably that. 15 and 16 have died. So now there's... Still, okay, there... Boom, that was a big explosion. That's a big fat bomb. No, actually it's two, but... Really, what a coincidence that they were like placed next to each other, actually. Okay, so now it's 5 players left. One is AFK, or actually offline. Okay, there goes 18. Oh, wait, that's actually kind of OP. Okay, 3, you got lucky there. If everyone, yeah, so for those in the chat who don't know, if everyone is entranced by the siren who is alive, then siren automatically wins. And that's probably the case here. Otherwise it's actually a bug. Double or nothing? I don't know, I'm not gonna do double or nothing. This was it. I'm gonna give Akba the code after stream actually. Because otherwise people could snipe the code. But yeah, GG to Up the Crow. I'm gonna quickly show the winners of the setup cup today, and you will see what setup made it into the final. In last place, unsurprisingly, we have setup number 43 with a 5.9. That's the 9-player setup. This one is not gonna make it. They're gonna end in the semifinals. Third place, actually, with a 7.8 is setup 58 with the zombies and the blights. That one actually got third. 7.8, big leap forward if you compare it with the 5.9. But this one is not gonna make it in the final, barely not gonna make it in. Second place we have with an 8.5, setup 48, definitely carried by the second playthrough that we did of this, because that was like the community voted an average of 8.27 for that, and it also got plus 3 bonus points from that one and plus 0 from the first one. So the first playthrough of this setup, not that good. Second one, probably the clutch of that one player, of that gunner, probably made everyone like the setup, and then yeah, it qualified for the finals here. This is the first qualified finalist, and of course the best setup of today, easily with a 9.9 is setup 56. The SK becomes village setup. That's the winner of today in 9.9. I would say this is definitely a favorite for the finals, I would say, for the 50 euros. Alright, that's gonna be it for this stream. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Next, of course, leave a like and subscribe if you're not. Next week I will not be live because I will be uploading a update video, because next week the Victorian era update releases. I think, yeah, probably like early in the week. I hope so, at least. And then on Sunday I will release that video about it, and then the Sunday after that I will be back live. So that will be the... when is that? That's gonna be taking quite a while still. I figure that's like, what, 13th of July? I will be back with the semi-finals, the other semi-finals of this setup cup, and then it's gonna be the finals somewhere later in July. Alright. Thank you for the wonderful stream. Thank you for being here, everyone, and for all the positivity and for joining the games. I hope you can be there in 2 weeks, because I definitely need 25 players for 2 games. So, or actually for 4, I guess. But yeah. See you later, and don't be a traitor. Goodbye.